Oh, hi. This is part 2 to braces. If you saw part 1, you know already what I'm going to say. This video was filmed in 2018 before I really knew how to edit, and so I'm uploading them now. Different me. I feel I was younger. I feel like, you know, I just want to disclaim that I'm a different person now. I'm more mature, but I had a lot of good information in both parts 1 and 2, and also in the braces coming off video that's coming soon. So, just a disclaimer. Hope you enjoy.
Hello!
Ah! Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
I am back here doing a second video because I wanted to do a part 2 because my video was getting really long and I didn't want to bore you. So I'm doing a part 2 to my braces video, and I thought today we could talk about flossing and how to use wax, why you need it, and what it does for you. And also how to brush your teeth, because that was something that I really had questions about, how to brush your teeth with braces, how that worked. And my orthodontic assistant, she showed me how to brush your teeth, but it was very confusing and long, and it just seemed like something that would take forever. So I found a way that was kind of how she taught me, but it was a little simpler and a way that I could do it fast and every day without worrying that I was taking like 20 minutes in the bathroom. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But right now, I'm going to talk to you about flossing. I'm going to be honest, I do not floss every day. Even in the beginning, I flossed maybe like twice, or maybe, okay, in the beginning, I probably flossed like 5 times that month. It started to dwindle to now I just floss when I'm at the orthodontist because it's easier. Before I even got braces, I got this like Listerine Ultra Clean thing. It's kind of old now, but it had so many different like fillers in the bottom, so I was able to use those over and over, so it's not that old. This is actually a new piece. And it's just like a flosser, and you just go up and down on your teeth. I can't do that anymore because I have a wire going through the middle of my teeth. So when I go to my orthodontist appointment, I bring this with me and I just floss with it. But on my off days, they give you something at the orthodontist when you first get your braces. They give you this thing. It is called an ease through thing. This is how it works on the back. I think it's supposed to go under your tooth or something if you don't have braces, but it's mainly for people who have braces. And it looks like this. It's this like clear blue, hold on, let me put my hand behind it so you can see. It's this clear bluish hook thing. And you just take your piece of floss and you tie it around. You tie it through, and only once. She said only do it once. I bent the end so that it's easy to go through the front. So through your teeth, and then you do it on every tooth. That's why I said it took so long versus just putting it around your fingers and flossing up and down, or using the flosser. So it did take a while for me, and so I don't floss that much. I know I should. My dentist would probably tell me that. But like, I'm pretty sure like 50% of Americans don't floss. I know it's not good. I know it's supposed to protect against cavities. My sister has a bunch of cavities. She had a cavity in one tooth, and because she didn't floss, the cavity spread to another tooth. So that is something that happens if you don't floss, but I have never gotten any cavities, so I had nothing to worry about. And if you brush really, really well, I don't think you should have anything to worry about. Try to use your toothbrush to get like food out of your teeth if there's still food in your teeth, but really try to floss as much as possible. Maybe in the summer, if you're in the car on a car ride, bring this with you. Just floss in the car. I tried to do that last summer. In the summer, you have more time to floss, so definitely try to floss as much as possible. You don't have to use like any type of floss. I like the mint one because it tastes good. Okay, well, anyway, they give you, when you first go to the orthodontist, and if they give you a bag of stuff that you need, they'll give you wax. This is what it looks like. They're little strips of wax. I'm like, is this real wax? They're just like, yes, it's wax. It's I'm pretty sure it's food safe. It should be. And basically, you need the wax. Hold on, I've never opened this container. It's a new one because I wanted to show you what it looks like new. So you basically open it, and then you just pull out a piece. I'm going to show you with an old wax container that I actually DIY'd. I duct taped it with duct tape. This is not duct tape. I painted it with nail polish. So if you have like a wire that's poking or a bracket that's just scraping against your gum, when I had the expander, they have these little like roll things that like kind of poke. Sometimes they don't poke, sometimes they do, and they just rub against your cheek. So I just took a little bit of wax like this. Take a little bit of wax, about this much is how much I use. Just knead it to get it a little soft, and then I just apply it to my bracket. And if you have an expander, if you're getting an expander, definitely, if they don't give you a wax, ask for some, because you're totally going to need it. It's just going to be scraping and scraping. They also gave me a number, like a little like numb paste that would like numb my tooth or something, so I wouldn't feel anything if it was hurting too much. But I never had that happen to me. It wasn't that painful, so I never used it. I had it twice because, like I said earlier in part 1, I got the goodie bag twice, or goodie bag. Got it twice. I don't know why. The clear bands, I have a pair of clear Elliots. They gave it to me. I don't know why, because I always get colors. They gave it to me on accident, and she said to just keep it. The bands are covered in cornstarch. It says that on the back. And they're also latex, so if you're allergic, just tell them, and they probably have other options. I wouldn't know, though, because I'm not allergic. The clear bands look like this. I've never really used one before, so I don't know what it looks like on your teeth. I really prefer the colored bands, but if that's what floats your boat, go ahead and use it. And when I'm going places, I like to have my bands portable instead of bringing a whole bag with me. So I have my wax in here, and I also have my bands in here. I have some Freds and some Elliots, which are the thin and the thick ones. The Elliots are the thin ones, the Freds are the thick ones. I have them in here. So that's pretty much bands and wax and flossing. So let's go brush our teeth. Hello, I'm in the bathroom now.
Well, duh.
And before we talk about brushing our teeth, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about brushes. The first brush that I got, I used one that they gave me at the orthodontist. At the orthodontist, they have, like, by the sink, when they tell you to brush and wash and rinse, they have brushes that actually have toothpaste in them. It's really cool. They're really soft bristled, which is great for when you have thin wires. They want you to use soft bristles so you don't pop off a bracket or pop off a wire. They really want you to have soft bristles. So this one was really good for when I first got my braces. Try to find something with really like extra soft bristles when you first get your braces. This is going to hurt so bad that you have to eat soft foods, but that means you get pudding and ice cream and jello and all that yummy stuff. But you got to eat soft foods and stuff. So it's really good to have a soft bristle. I actually didn't brush my teeth like the first day. I just like rubbed because it hurt so bad. But by the second day or third day, it was fine. The second brush, I used this a little bit after. It's a little bit firmer, but it's still pretty soft. It's a pretty good brush. It does the job. You go through brushes so much faster when you have braces than before. So just be prepared for that. You're going to need to buy a few more brushes than before. But this one was really good. It was soft, but it was a little bit firmer, and that was great. I prefer firm brushes, so that's why I'm going up in firmness. But if you like soft brushes, then you won't really have to change when you get braces. This is the one I used most recently, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty firm, but it's also soft. And that one was really good. I used the first brush I talked about. I also use that for my eyebrows now, and I use this one for my non-existent edges now. But the one I'm using currently, this one, I don't know what brand it's by, but it's pretty firm. It's actually pretty firm. I prefer firm because I feel like it's like scrubbing against my teeth and cleaning them. The soft bristles clean too, but I just like to be ensured that I feel clean, you know? So this, it has these little scrubby things, and it's a really good brush. It's kind of firm, but I really like it, and that's what I'm using currently. So now that we've talked about brushes, let's go actually brush our teeth. So I use pretty much any toothpaste. I'm using Crest right now, but you can use any one. So I'm just going to apply it to my toothbrush and just do what you normally do when you brush your teeth, and then I'll show you how to get into more detail of cleaning out underneath your braces. Okay, so to really get up and under and into your braces, I would start on top, and we're just going to go on the bottom and just scrub inside like this. And you're going to do the same thing on top. Really getting down into your brackets, into your wires, and cleaning everything. And you're going to do the same thing on the bottom. And don't forget to the tops and behind your teeth. Also, when you have braces, you're going to have like food in your teeth and stuff. And I showed you how to get it out, but your breath will tend to smell a little bit more than it does normally. So just definitely brush your tongue a lot. Try to get all that gunk out. Just brush your tongue a lot so that you don't like talk to someone and they're like backing up. You do not want that happening. So definitely remember to brush your tongue and brush your teeth really well so that you have clean, fresh breath. So I forgot to mention, when you talk with braces, you sound a little bit different. I might sound a little bit different or a little bit off. It's just because it's just like a lot of spaces and things in your mouth that just change your voice, but it's barely noticeable. My mom didn't notice it until but I noticed it immediately, but my mom didn't really notice it. It's just a little bit of change. They're also going to give you x-rays, just like when you go to the dentist and they take an x-ray of your tooth. They're going to give you an x-ray to see where your teeth have moved, how much they moved, how long to go. I've done that when I first came. My first appointment ever, before I had braces, they gave me an x-ray and they took pictures, and then they did that again maybe like 5-6 months ago, just to do a checkup. So I'll definitely give you an x-ray. It's pretty much all I have to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to have the same music that's playing now. I don't want to get copyright or anything, but if you like the music, I will put it in the link in the description. It's mostly Piano Guys and Lindsay Sterling. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me down below if there's anything that I missed out, anything. If you have braces, tell me what colors they are. Mine are gold, teal, and silver. And also tell me how it was having braces, if you've gotten them off already. Tell me what it's like getting them off, because I don't have mine off and I don't know what it's like. And if you're just about to get them, when are you getting them? I'd like to know anything about your braces journey. And please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, give it a like anyway, because that will make somebody's day. And don't be a Grinch and not like, you know? If you want to subscribe, because I may or may not have future videos. So it all depends. So like, subscribe, and comment down below.